Hello, welcome to this Wildflower celebration in honor of my upcoming book, and it's called Ink and Wash Wildflowers. And to celebrate it, I've created this small series of floral sketches, and it's actually flowers inside the book, but of course in a little bit of variation because I didn't film it when I sketched or when I did this book, so it was all jazz and no talking in front of cameras and stuff. So that was incredible, and it's shining through in this book. But today we are going to sketch an Icelandic poppy, and it's so beautiful. I love Icelandic poppies. And I think I'm gonna, let's see if I can find it. It's on 39. So you can see it here in the book. It looks like this. It is a different variation that we are going to do, but I wanted to show you so you can check that out. And if you haven't pre-ordered it yet, it comes out on October 21st. But you can pre-order it now, and I will put a link for it below here. Pre-orders is super important, and I celebrate each and every time someone tells me they pre-ordered by putting a gold sequin on my map in my living room. So that is very fun, and I would love to hear from you if you pre-order. So I just need to know that you did that and where you live. That is it. Then I will put up a sequin for you. And I think we can just get started. I put my paper down here, and let's get to the Icelandic poppy. The Icelandic poppy is a beautiful flower that is actually quite simple in its shape. It has a center, like regular poppies, and then it has these petals surrounding it, almost like a cup shape. And by the way, if you want the references for this drawing celebration and the material list, you can sign up for my newsletter. There's a link below for the right place to do it, and I will send you a link with all the references so you can join. And I would love to see what you create with this drawing challenge as well, because it's so much fun to see all the drawings, and then you can just share it on Instagram or on Facebook, and make sure to tag me and I will see it. Now you can see I'm working on this first petal and really taking my time to put in some bends, and that is because that is one of the most important features, I think, of the Icelandic poppy, that it is has all these curls and stuff. And in the book I actually talk a little bit about flower wrinkles because that is exactly what it is. They get wrinkles just like us people, and by embracing that feature and actually seeing it as one of the most beautiful things in the flowers, you will really start to appreciate your own aging process in a completely different way. So it's not that it says something that you have to do, but it's just an incredible gift actually from nature to us to celebrate the aging process. We all go through it, and we can just as well enjoy it, of course, as much as possible, but you know what I mean, hopefully. Or I'm just rambling. That could happen too. So here is, I think we are pretty good with these, but I noticed that I made the center a little bit too small. So I will just erase it and make it bigger. So it kind of matches the petals here. And then it has, of course, all the stamens and stuff on around it. We're gonna put that in a little bit later in the fine liner. I'm gonna start with the petals, I think, just to kind of get that in place, and really be careful about the edge, giving it those twists and turns, because it gives it so much life. And it can seem, it actually can be the most scary thing when we approach a flower, and something that we may even not see the small signs of aging. We are kind of used to seeing the perfect blooms, but I think we actually see the most beauty in the aging process. So I hope you will give that a try as well. And just going over this edge here, giving it a few twists and turns, and down here. These are quick sketches, and I think that is one of the beautiful things about line and wash, that you can really do these sketches in a few minutes. You don't need to have a lot of time to do them. In here I just outlined the center as well and gave it a few lines here in the middle. And now I will switch to my 005 fine liner and give this some lines. And this is shaping lines, but here I can also put in a few wrinkles. So trying to make these lines so they go in the direction of the curl, like that, but also maybe adding some wrinkles. You can do that, zooming in so you can see it. You can do that by putting some doodles down and giving it some lines around it. You can see how it instantly shows us this petal is not flat, it's curved in some way. And of course these bends, if they are big enough, can get some shaping lines as well, like that. Over here I have kind of a bend to this petal here, so giving it that bend there. So you can see how I put a line down and then sketch the lines going upwards in one curve that is going to the left, and then on the bottom of the line going to the right. So it's kind of going in towards the bend and going out. And then we have a petal here, kind of just hugging the rest. And of course here we could add a little bit of an imperfection as well, like that. And some shaping lines. And over here as well. Yes, so now we have the shaping lines down. I really love how these bends gives it a completely different look. That is incredible. Then we can add the small seeds around it, and it will also get these lines that attaches the seed to the center of the flower. And some of these seeds, we're seeing it from the side, so it will go in front. Just be sketchy about it, no perfection needed. Something like this. And we can put in some lines. Put some more down here and maybe a petal or something like that. So there we have our sketch, and we can remove the pencil lines. Oh, maybe I should give it a little bit of a stem, just kind of tying it to the paper. See, there we have it. I will softly remove my pencil line and see how it looks. Looks really good. Actually, I have a freebie for you if you want to explore going through different growth stages with your flowers. The freebie is a video where I take a daisy from bud to bloom to faded beauty, and I'll just put a link for it below so you can find it. But now let's see. This Icelandic Poppy is orange with a green gold and some cool yellow. So I think I'm gonna try to wet. Let's see, maybe just one petal first, just to see if I can get it to do what I want. Just dropping in the colors here. And then I want my cool yellow kind of interacting here. And I'm gonna use the green gold in the center, but also kind of having the yellow be part of that center too. So I will take that all the way down to that area. And moving on to this part. And you can definitely, as long as it's wet, you can still add paint if you feel like doing that. And remember, the one I showed you in the book was actually quite a lot more yellow. You can definitely do that too. There's not really any right or wrong way to do it. It's which is also kind of the beautiful thing about creating art. It's all up to us what we want to create. But try to keep some areas without paint, because that is just, it's gonna make a difference that you have some white space. And just putting some paint down on this petal here. And a little bit of yellow here. Now we just need to center. And that is green gold with a bit of yellow. So green gold, leaving some white space and dropping in some of the yellows. And I think we could use the green gold for the stem as well. Let's see. Actually, I think I'm gonna, while it's still wet, Maybe adding a little bit of orange here, just to give it a bit of shadow, and tying it together with the rest of the flower. And that is it. We have a nice Icelandic poppy. So that was the Icelandic poppy. I love it. Look how cool it looks with the small wrinkles and stuff. So cute. I hope you loved it and hope you will give it a try, because one thing is watching the video, but a completely different thing is to paint and sketch along. So I would absolutely love it if you would do that and share it, especially on Instagram, because that's where I'm hanging out. And you can use the hashtag Camilla Damsbo Art Inspired so I can see it, and also tag me so to make completely sure I'm actually seeing it, because big internet and algorithms and stuff. So yes. And of course, another heads up for the thing that we are celebrating, which is Ink and Wash Wildflowers, coming out in US and Canada on October 21st, so very soon. And I hope you will consider pre-ordering it, because pre-orders is apparently the thing that stores and buyers and everything looks at. Those numbers are so important when the book is going out in the world. So I'll put a link for it here below to pre-order. And of course, if you want the references and material lists for the drawing challenge, then I have a link for that here below as well. Thank you so much for watching. It's been incredible, and I can't wait to see what you create. Have a wonderful day.